Hello, guys. You're welcome to Trendy Topic at State of the Sexes. So, guys, we're going to be talking about some trending things that are happening right now in the world. So, we'll start. Since today we're even talking about singlehood, marriage, divorce. So, what's up? Two-Face and Annie Dibia, or Annie Macaulay, as he called her in his posts. The guy just removed his own name, sharp. Why are people calling Two-Face a predator or a groomer? I've seen videos of that.
See, I think it's just to guilt trip him. The moment a man wants to maintain his standard, they have a way to guilt trip him. And I feel like men should not fall for that. Go for what you want. If you want a younger lady, bro, go for it. If it's 21-year-old, 20-year-old. Because when a woman is 21 and she wants a 30-year-old man that's already made, nobody castigates her. So why are we castigating Two-Face for his choice? He preferred Annie because he knew that Annie was fresh off the boat, zero trauma, no excess, body count on her. He could put his ideologies into a woman that was willing to be into his frame. So the only problem I have was after Annie had agreed to his frame, decided to stay with him, marry him after 5 kids, only for her to come out and start victimizing herself. That is the highest level of manipulation. And I got angry at the ladies that why can't women turn to her and be like, Alpha, keep quiet. You saw all this. We all saw it. And you decided to be with him. It was your choice. See, let us start holding people to their choice. Accountable to their choice. Annie, her mistake was she decided to be with a man that is infidel, knowing fully well she cannot last long. That's not on Two-Face. That's on her. Two-Face is not player. Men are not bad. Her choice is poor. Her decision was wrong. So she should be held accountable, not Two-Face. Two-Face just did what he did. And for me, Two-Face should have married 2 women. But yeah. Two-Face should have married at least 2 or 3. Because, guy, you have already confirmed it already that you cannot be with one. You had married, you dated, you gave it to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 before you married Annie. Obviously, one woman is not enough for Two-Face. We know to Baba history.
And he was with Annie while he was giving birth to the 5 children.
Yeah, that's the crazy thing. So his polygamous nature came out in a very, very full force, right? If Two-Face had married another woman, let's think about this. Do you think Annie will go anywhere?
Maybe a side chick or
See,
something.
because Annie knows that the moment she's leaving, the second woman, the third wife that loves him,
Become the first.
she will become the first. She has more benefits than that. Now, the benefit that the first wife has, Annie goes, the second wife gets it. And the second woman will be happy. Go. Because the thing is this, right? When you put a woman, I'm sorry to say this, right? But when you put a woman, today's women, in a state of competition, they act right. When they are alone, they misbehave. I mean, why do women have to tell a man use sex to punish a man, a married man? If the man had 2 wives, what happens? The day you say you want to deny him sex, the second woman will give it to him. And then your attention will reduce. And for that reason, you have no choice but to give that man sex again because now he's not giving attention.
Juju, I see the way you are looking.
I'm listening
I
to
feel
him.
you have something to say.
No, I'm listening with rapt attention.
So now imagine if Two-Face had 2 other wives. As Annie is doing all this, because I promise you that the reason why Two-Face called it off, because we barely hear men divorce. It's not a common thing. Before a man will leave a woman, is character. You see, character is the number 1 reason a man will say I'm leaving.
So
and
it doesn't mean that women are just that good. It's just that men endure a lot.
Men endure a lot, yes.
So are you saying Two-Face didn't see all these characters before choosing to settle with her?
The problem with Two-Face is that Two-Face thought she would change.
Are you kidding?
I am very sure of that. And also, secondly, because also Two-Face also was his conscience. This woman has been with me through everything. Even when I give it to 1, 2, 3, this woman has stuck with me. So no, it's not pity. It is the fact that he recognized her sacrifice. So he knows that the only thing that he owes this woman is this union. If he leaves this woman today, like even his own conscience will judge him. Men don't forget sacrifices. So. A woman stuck with me when I had 3 kids. I'm marrying that woman. No. I'm marrying her, even though she has one of the craziest attitudes. But I will try to make her change. But that's the problem. Hoping that she will change. And she never changed. Now he's divorcing her.
What's your take?
I just think, what is going on with them is extremely sad because nobody should have to go through this kind of messy with different people, voicing their opinion on their life. It's a lot to bear. I think both of them have very extreme faults. And I think
both of them are red flags.
Both honestly. Of them are walking red banners, not even flags. Actually, yes. And they both have a lot of work to do on each other individually. So if they think separation is good for them right now, I think what people were just a bit concerned about was the timing.
Yes.
You know? Because that young, famous and African something just dropped, and there was a lot of bashing on her.
But she went there, and honestly, she was the one washing her dirty linens
I agree,
in public.
100%.
I mean, there are certain things that she shouldn't even be saying.
I agree.
You know?
But at the end of the day, we owe each other some empathy.
True.
We do. Especially because we have come a long way with each other. We have taken each other's dirt. They've said the worst about us. At this moment, the least you can do is just be there. If you have to release this news, give it some time. I mean, people have moved on already. They're talking about something else.
All right, so
people have moved on. That's the mistake I see with Two-Face. But I think both of them have very serious issues that needs to be dealt with.
Two-Face is a good man. Because Two-Face did not...
I think Annie is a good person too.
Two-Face did not bring out her bullshit. Annie brought out her bullshit. We don't know.
Two-Face bullshit plaster. He plaster already. You don't have to bring it out. So what do we have to say about the women's leader that said, we are behind Annie, we are ready to fight Two-Face? The woman leader now.
Who is that?
Are you guys not aware?
I'm not aware.
I'm not aware.
Same person that couldn't be
association.
Which one?
Who is that? This is the place.
Toke Makiwa.
Okay.
So
Toke is an amazing person, but I'm not. She's speaking from a place of him. You know, she's close to Annie, and you know, I'm going to fight for my girl, so I can understand why she would come out and say all of that.
Do we just choose sides based on our gender based or kind of thing, or do we just kind of understand what is actually going on? And did Two-Face say he was going to fight anybody? So what's the meaning of we are behind Annie and we are going to fight you if you think she's alone? Two-Face is one of the calmest person I know. Like this is someone I know personally. He's one of the calmest person I know. Like you will offend Two-Face like this and Ingo just look you like this.
The calmest ones are always the worst.
There's even do you know that there was a prank they did on Two-Face and it was supposed to be a makeup artist during his set saying that she needs a urine test. The company wants a urine test and she wants him to help her because she has been taking drugs. And while they were trying to do a little bit of the thing, it wasn't urine, but it looks like urine, touched him. And he was just cool about it. Just like, calm down. I wouldn't like to do it. But I was shocked because, guy, even though not my own piece, like, I got vexed, you know? So this guy is really calm. And yeah, you can say the calmest people can be the worst. But at the same time, man, I just feel like the both of them are red flags, as you said.
They're good people, but both red flags.
And I just really hate the fact that they are calling him a groomer.
Yeah,
and you know, a predator
and
all of that.
People will say what they will assume because nobody really knows what has happened behind closed doors.
Of course.
So whatever we're saying outside, whatever we're hearing outside are just speculations.
Okay.
Only Annie and Two-Face know what they both need to work on. Know what the real issue. Even the Tokemakinwa is probably just talking from probably
what Annie has told her.
Exactly. Between the both of them, and only they both know what the real issue is.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So, second trending topic. This one is hot. We have gone from local to international. Kanye. Kanye West and Bianca. What's up? What's up with this Grammy situation? Because I don't know if she was wearing the nets or was it revealing? I don't know. Was that her boobs and everything? Showing
at this point, I have to think that it's an agenda. Kanye is trying to do something. That's the only explanation.
That was the most searched news. Like that particular dress on the Grammy at that time.
If you've been following Kanye's story, I don't know if anybody has watched the Kanye documentary.
I did.
Okay. Kanye is a very controversial person. You don't take anything that guy does. Don't take it seriously.
But there's somebody else's life involved.
Yeah, I mean, I feel Bianca fully knows what she's doing.
Yeah.
Did you watch that video? Did you watch the video? She looks like she's a robot. The way she was even standing, her eyes were just popping up, and the way she was acting as if she was being controlled. So
that's what they want you to believe.
Is it proper for any man to want his wife's nakedness to be like out there on the red carpet in that way? You know,
I think the way we see marriage here is not the way they see. And besides, we don't know the agreement Kanye and Bianca have.
What kind of agreement?
Maybe they're
There
not
are
even
different
married.
types of
Are they
marriage.
married?
So-
Maybe they're not even
Yes,
married.
yes.
Are they legally married? Like
Yeah, they
when
are.
Types of marriages.
Yeah, they
The
are.
white
Maybe it's
wedding.
contract. Look at what
They
Pretty
are.
Mike was doing that time. That he will put this thing on girls' neck and be dragging them to events.
Yeah.
So many,
So maybe that's the same
That's-
arrangement.
yes, there are so
That-
many girls out
yeah.
there.
That's
We
not
just
his
say he's
wife.
married.
See,
That's not his wife.
I wish I would Bianca is Kanye's
my
wife.
opinion is
Yeah, they are legally married.
By what are the nitty gritty? You know, these
They are
Americans,
legally
they have
married. If it's his
they have
girlfriend,
these contracts that you will not even imagine. You cannot. They
but by the law, they are married. By the law, Kanye is married to Bianca. So what I'm saying is that okay, let's bring it back home. Do you see a Nigerian man?
Never.
I don't think what Kanye and Bianca, I don't think what they're doing makes sense. I don't think it's okay. This is my opinion now.
Would you want to be in that situation?
I just said I don't think it's okay. Why would I want to be in this same situation?
For the mullah.
To expose myself like that?
Yeah.
No.
Say you are dating a guy and he's like, okay, I want you to be like this on the Grammy, $20 million.
So I know you asked me this question for the sake of the podcast, but I'm going to redirect it to you. What do you think? Do you think I'm the kind of person that would do that?
Nah,
No, yeah.
Nah,
So then-
but I've seen people do crazy things
so-
because of money. But I'm just
this
saying.
is my
Yeah.
this is my own take. Kanye is able to do that with that woman because that's not the love of his life.
Mm.
Thank you.
You see, Kim.
Bianca is an influencer.
Did you
She's
see the
probably
way
being
when Kanye married? Kanye loved Kim. Kanye, the Kardashian. I don't know why it's Kim. If I'm wrong, correct me.
Kim.
It was
Yeah,
Kim,
yeah,
right?
right.
Kim, yeah.
He loved that woman. Kanye would never dress Kim in that way. And Kim has the how do I put it? She has the following to even draw that much attention to Kanye. And then now, secondly, aside from being in love with his life, secondly, she said Kanye is a controversial person.
Very.
too
So,
controversial.
you see, what that thing is doing is giving Kanye more relevance.
True.
And people are asking,
It's an
Shay,
agenda.
he lost a lot of money and he was no longer a billionaire last year.
Yeah.
This year now he's
He's
a
a
billionaire.
billionaire.
How do you think that happened?
Yeah, so the
All
agenda.
this, exactly.
Yeah.
All these things that's happening, right?
So you can't
Kanye
be
knows
real, yeah.
that attention.
He knows
Yeah.
what moves
You can-
people.
I
I mean, how
Yeah.
expensive.
If you have the
Attention
right
is very expensive.
team,
Yeah.
right people,
You can
you
make
can
any
turn attention
yes.
into
The money,
money.
yeah.
All right, real quick question, right?
Sure.
Tracking back to the divorce aspect of it, I just thought about it because Kanye got divorced, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, do you think it's a good system we bring into Nigeria
Yeah.
that when a woman divorces a person or the richer person in the marriage should get 50% of the other person's properties or stuff like that?
Let the women go first.
Why? Why? Now you want the women to go first.
Do you
Okay,
think it's a good idea?
First of all, we have that laws in Nigeria?
I think so.
We do.
If
I
we,
think
So,
if,
if you are legally, it depends. If you have a good lawyer and you can,
Bro, it's only lack of awareness that does not mean it go
As long as
rampant.
you not
But it's
sign a
existing.
prenup, I think
It's
yeah,
existing
yeah, I
actually in
think
the courts. It's
so if
existing.
we have that types of law, I know most women would never want to divorce because, especially if they are the
most women or most men,
No, you asked the question that if in the case of divorce, whereby the person that has the most money have to share with the other person. I'm telling you, when it comes here, most women they rather enjoy that marriage
Because they are richer.
Exactly.
Okay,
So,
but if the man is richer,
Are we
most women
saying
will
the-
divorce.
exactly. So
are we
if-
saying the average woman in a marriage is richer than the average man these days in Nigeria?
things have changed. though.
things have changed,
Yeah,
you
both
know,
of that, but, you know.
because we now see more female. I work with women,
yeah,
and the paradigm is shifting, whereby a lot of women are making so much money than their
It's
husband.
a lie. It's a big lie. It's because the women are not having expenses like the men. You have your money to save for yourself. My own money, I'm spending it on taking care of the family. So how
Yeah.
will I save? You are making 500K, I'm probably making 700 or 800K.
But at the end of the day, she's right now.
Eh? Like, no,
Even with your logic.
yeah, the only reason why that's existing is because of the men are paying more of the
Before
bills.
now-
So it's not even fair.
Before now, there was a very small percentage of women that can earn up to 500,000 in a month. I'm telling you.
Before now, even till now, self is still hard.
Yes. So, but that margin has shifted with the advent of remote work, digital skills. I see a lot of women. I work with women, so I know what I'm saying.
But why is it that? Why don't you guys like spending your money now?
That's what I'm saying. They don't spend
Why
their
is it
money.
that
That's why they have more
50-50
money.
People's money is
a lot of
it's forbidden for you guys?
This is again from our childhood. Most of us, we never saw our mom.
Why are you guys trying to change certain things that is beneficial to you? But then when it comes to things like, okay, doing 50-50 with that man, since you are earning more or the same to him, you don't want to change that one.
Yeah.
See,
the same
exactly
patriarchy
what
you
I'm
are
saying.
fighting is the same one you want when it's benefiting you.
everybody would always. We are selfish beings.
Yeah.
Everybody would. If
We
I'm
are
not,
all
we are all selfish beings. If it is not benefit, whatever law. So when people give me gifts, I ask, why is this person giving me a gift? Because I know 100% there's always an idiot. You might not openly say it. You might be doing it genuinely. But the time is going to come where that action is going to expect a reaction. So we are selfish beings. And whatever thing we're trying to change is because there's a selfish reason behind it. And if you don't want to share your income with your husband, first of all, it's an individual thing, because I know a lot of women who split their finances. So the thing is, we should not generalize all the time. In my group, we have a digital group where we all earn digitally. Yeah, a wife has sponsored the husband to Canada. All from the proof of funds to sheep sponsored the husband. The husband is in Canada, hoping to get a job and eventually come out. Why? She's not a selfish person. You get so all this, like whatever we've said here should not be a most all women kind of situation.
Not all women, but we know that most. Because the truth is that I'm into nightlife. I'm into like some restaurant business. Like if you check the restaurants, check the months, the people that are paying is the men.
Yeah.
The people that are paying for things is the men. You understand? So we're out here. Here's the thing. This is why I don't take feminists serious in Nigeria. I don't take them seriously. Because when I was in the States, there were people that, first of all, those women, they work their ass off. You go to a mechanic shop, it's at least you see two women there. If you call 4 Ubers, one is going to be a woman that will show up. You understand? These girls are actually talking the talk and walking the walk. You understand? And the average American woman is ready to go 50-50 with you.
Yeah.
You understand? So I don't know what's up with Nigeria, because you cannot be saying that you want, again.
It was never always like that. The 50-50 was never always. We all grew up with our fathers being the person that pays the school fees, pays the rent, provides. So it's a new.
So why
just like technology, adoption will be slow.
With the way,
so take it easy on us.
With the way Nigerian women are going now, that everything is now even getting more monetized and materialized. I mean, how I take all the English. Do you feel that there will be a time that girls will be comfortable? Because what a lot of people are teaching the younger generation is get a man that can take care of you, get a man that can do this, get a man that can do that. They are also telling them make your own money and all of that at the same time. So where do we bridge that gap and tell them that, see you also, if you want a man that will be high value and respect you this much and all of that, you need to do all of that. Because I was in church and Pastor Bolaji, my pastor, was like, men, don't expect your women right now to be like your mothers. You understand? Don't expect them to be, and all the women cheered in the church. Yes. And then he said, for the women too, don't expect a man that will have chairs, go to the gym, be so available, and you won't do 50-50. All of them quiet. You understand? So how are we bridging this gap right now?
Well, education, we have to, like you said, let our women know that if you want to attract a man that will value you, you need to place value on yourself and bring value, right, to the table. So it's not all about, I'm a fine girl. No, what are you bringing? why should this man see you and breathe a sigh of relief? What are you bringing to what are you adding to his life?
They are the table.
No, nobody is the table. We are all converging. What are you bringing? So I think that's and it stems from the home again. I have 2 girls and I teach them this. You don't rely on your beauty is secondary. It should not even be the forefront of my girls are really pretty, but I even when I commend them about being pretty, but I tell them it's a secondary thing.
Yes.
The value you place in yourself and how you treat other people should come first.
Yeah.
So it starts from, we can actually change the next generation if we all here imbibe soft cultures in our children. So I think that's another way we could change. We could bridge the gap, like you said.
Would you like to pay 50-50 on the first date?
Why not? If I have the money, why not?
I won't.
Yeah.
You won't.
I don't know.
You won't. Why?
I don't want a man that I will pay 50-50 with on the first date. That's not what I want.
So at what point do you pay on the first date, on a date, on subsequent dates? At what point do you pay?
When I've allowed myself to, get to know him.
So is it fair that the man is the one? If I'm earning, I'm working in the same office with you. I want to just tell you why women seem to be more successful, like you were saying. We are working in the same office. You're earning 1 million naira. I'm earning 1 million naira. Inside my 1 million naira, I'm paying for 2 because I am interested in you.
Mm-hmm.
And you are saying you want to get to a certain point before you start paying and all of that.
If you're interested in me enough to ask me out, then you should pay.
So,
okay.
What if it's a girl?
But do you want equality in your office?
Equality in my office.
We're talking about
personal love.
No, listen. If that man is now paid a little bit higher than you, would you like that?
Paid as in
if you are doing, let's say you are doing the same work.
You're doing the same work, but he's paid 1.2 million naira because maybe the HR understand that he's a guy who will take you guys, and he's more responsible for the woman that will be in his life, and you as a girl,
offices
for example,
they pay people based on gender.
For example, if you as a girl, you're dating 5 guys, do you understand that that's 5 streams of income?
I have heard you say that thing before, but I don't.
No, do you understand that? If 5 guys are taking you on a date, they are paying for you. Some of these girls, you have to give them a little thing for transport and all of that. If you want to see them again, I'm just talking about the Ninja concept. If you want to see them again, and then this other guy, I mean, if a guy is dating 5 girls, that's 5 source of
losing
money. So now, if in the office, the HR understands that this guy, because of the situation where we are,
he has family.
And he's responsible for that.
Yeah.
So will it make sense for him to be making more?
Yeah, I mean,
So look into that. Every HR company.
Yeah, please look into that. Pay our men more.
Pay our men more because responsibilities are higher on the men.
We cannot be doing Yankee style.
And when it comes to women too, and they tell you we're on a period, we can't come to work, you also give them grace also.
Of course.
Understanding that, yes, this is okay. Yeah, I think we
there's
should
something that Pharaoh said that we've not talked about. Like he said earlier, but I feel like we deviated about the sharing of wealth 50-50. I think when during divorce, I got to find out that a lot of the money that is being shared 50-50, it is the woman that is requesting for 50-50.
Yeah.
In the court, you can request for 10%. You can request for 5%.
Or not even.
You can even say, I want to divorce, I'm not going out. Actually,
I don't want anything.
I don't want anything.
I've seen people who have done that.
But most women are going for the kill.
Because he demands money.
Yes, see, and
they are trying to ruin the guy. They are trying to do all of that and put high child support on him.
Exactly.
Yes.
Personally, if I'm a big celebrity already, if I'm a big celebrity in America,
into Nigeria slowly. If you guys are not, I don't know if you're parents, but this is because we are copying the Westerners. So slowly it is creeping. With time, bro, people are paying child support. This I'm telling you, markets. People are paying child support.
There's child support now.
Yeah, but it's not been also implemented yet. Like because people don't yet know. Let the information spread. Girls will start marrying guys that are rich. After 3 years, they will divorce them, cover the money. It will become a normal thing in Nigeria with time. So now, what I would say for the men is If you can try your best, avoid court marriage, please. Anything that you want to buy for your wife, buy it in your name. The day we say she won't come out, make she come out as she come.
No, I don't agree.
No, I
with
don't.
that.
All right, guys. We need to call it quits. We need to call it quits. All right, guys.
But
Thank
men's
you very
coach
much.
has
All
spoken.
right, guys. I need to round this up.
Yeah.
Final words, Messi.
When we talk about the spectrum of single, married, divorce, right? Everything is a choice that you have to make as an individual to be single, to be married, to be divorced. So when you are faced with such choice, make the right one. That's all I have to say.
Now, here's the truth, guys. Irrespective of whatever you want to do, you are going to get married. You want to marry or you want to have kids. So as you are chasing whatever it is you are chasing, please do not neglect the importance of family, because later on it's still going to affect you. Because all of us will not still be young. We will all get old one day. And the family we build will determine how we'll be well taken care of. That is what I would say last. Thank you.
Know yourself. That is the bedrock of everything else. Know yourself. Know what you would accept. Know what your core value is. Mine is kindness. Really, truly do the work and know yourself so that people will not give you what you don't want. Yeah, it's very important. And be careful when you listen to advice on social media. Don't do this, don't do that. People speak from their own conditioning, based on their perspective, based on their background. This person that is telling you don't go out on a date with a man that will not pay for your lashes is probably speaking from a place of pain. They probably hurt the person, and and you're taking advice. Someone looks really pretty, can speak really well, they talk to you, and you think that is the truth. You should have to know that the truth, it might not always sound nice.
Yes.
Yeah. So beware, know yourself, and be sure of what you're doing.
We have wonderful guests, Messi right here and King. Thank you guys so much for being a part of the show. It's been a wonderful one. We spoke about a lot of things, and I'm sure a lot of viewers are going to learn and watch. Please follow us on all social media platforms. S.O.T.S. State of the Sexes. Guys, it's been a wonderful one, and God bless.